Hi guys, today I want to talk about violent woman and whether she's your wife or a partner. What to do when a woman even sometimes raises her hand against you, or mentally, verbally, she's abusing you. What to do in those instances? Sad, but it's not much you can do. First of all, before you got her, you bend every possible, boundary in your life to get her. And when she realized that you have no boundaries, she can walk, she can poo, she can do whatever she wants, like a vandal, walk and destroy everything, on a not on physical level, on mental level. She can say the way what she wants to say. She can behave the way she wants to behave. There's no restrictions, no if you say something, it's also very soft, and it's just like, I don't care, and that's all it is, and you don't know what to do. My friend, you can't do much because you already allowed the devil to conquer your land, and unless you take your land back, there's nothing will happen. But what do you mean take your land back? That means your life, your power as a man, restore your boundaries. Means most likely 99.9% not with this woman. Not with this woman, because she will not take shit, I'm telling you now. She will not give up, she will not adapt, she will not change, because she already labeled you as moped. And because you had her, having her, because you allowed to destroy your walls, your boundaries, you can't restore them. Not with this woman. So all you need to do is just, you can try, and but again, when you mold yourself being a moped, you can't become over just instantly a strong man and stand your ground. You simply can't. You have no mental capability. You haven't built that muscle. You haven't practiced. I wanted to create a video about men that would learn to say what they, how they feel about when they deal with women. Woman friends, any woman, and basically, and even friends, doesn't matter, that they would be true to themselves. Because when you're true to yourself and you like overlooking your boundaries, that nobody would move your, your values, would not trample over your values. That means you have self-respect, you have self-love, and you don't allow anybody to come and say what they want to say, do what they want to do. They come into your car, give us the keys, I'll go for a ride. Maybe it's a little bit drastic example, but in a way you mean you like a moped. You don't have like, or even though with the friends you could be like, okay, respecting each other, but when it comes to women, you straight away whine. It's like you simp, and you sort of like, especially if you see a girl you like, you will do anything just that she would be with her, but you don't realize you're losing your life by doing this, and it will end up in massive depression, massive stress. And when a woman rules over you, your ego will suffer as a man, and it will not end up very well mentally for you. So yeah, that's why if you practice on a daily basis with your friends, with women, saying how you feel and stand with for your boundaries, that means when you have meet a girl you like, you straight away declare, here's my boundaries, never step over, otherwise it's gonna be a consequences, this or that. For example, if you want to make love, and anytime you want to make love, she must be available apart from physically when she's not well. You tell her that. Although you might say, I want you also to be Adaptable, that means give me opinion, but do not fight over it. So that means you're very clear on your values, you tell them how it is, and you uphold these values when you are in a relationship. She sees no difference whether she met you on day one, whether you're already half a year in, like dating each other, enjoying time, but she still sees you very strong. She a little bit raised the voice or something, started a little bit to argue, you straight away say, look, you know that not to argue with me. Say what you want to say and leave it. That's all it is, and that's how you discuss without any arguments. And also it's good if she has the same type of values as you have, caring, giving. um, Sort of like man is not adapting, he's a leader, he sets the tone for the relationship, he gives direction. But as I said before, is also very important to understand and differ from where you have to stand the ground. For example, the way she talks, what she does for you, how she cares about you, and other areas like when you do things, traveling, buying things and stuff like this. There's different things. If you clear about all that, you can't have everything your way. That's simple as that. You can't have everything your way. So she must feel that she also listened to, and also that her opinion matters. And she also, when you draw a clear line, what you're all about, all your values, where you're immovable, where you're flexible, then will be very easy for her. She very quickly to distinguish, okay, I should never cross that, I should never argue with him, I give my opinion and move on. She will never become violent because of this. But because you don't have that, she's violent. Because I remember when I dated a Ukrainian lass, and in the beginning, first 4 months, I was going after her because she didn't want me. And I allowed her to drop the phone down. She spoke the way she wanted. She didn't call me names. I would never permitted that. But even though she said, I don't want you, I don't want to talk to you. And I would tell her, oh, I still love you, I still will marry you. That's how Muppets talk. And I was a Muppet, right? So I admit that. And I thought, I'll try once in my life. At least nobody can tell that I didn't pursue the girl and I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, this is the biggest mistake in my life, that I allowed myself. No other girl ever done what she's done, the way first few months when I was going after her. When we became a couple and dated towards marriage, she became my fiance. She still continue speak. I will say, I don't care what, how you feel. If I want to say, I will say whatever I want to say. I say, and what? We're gonna fall out? I don't care. So when girl like that, because I didn't set the boundaries from the beginning, because I would never gotten her, because she was so like didn't care, literally didn't care whether, the only way was for me to get her is bend under her and allow her, drop the phone down, not to talk when she doesn't want to talk, and still tell, like other guys say, I love you, I will marry you, and you are the best, and I can't live without you, and So you never ever do that to a girl that doesn't want you, because you bending your rules, you bending your values, and you no longer yourself, and it will cost you massive stress, and could be even mental breakdown, because they tell things, they don't care. Although they might, have sex with you as much as you want, she was quite good on the feet as well, easy to go about, she wouldn't cause any hassle, but would be now and again expressing herself and showing disrespect, because she never had respect. So if you never had from day one respect, how can you have respect later? You can't. You just carry on the way it was, and you expect that the guy will love you, because from day one he told you that he will do whatever it takes to make you happy. And that's a lot of men like that. But you setting yourself digging a grave for yourself. If you're doing this, there is no equality in this type of relationship. It's a one-way traffic. So what to do? You can't do much. It's if you can't take anymore, you can stand your ground and tell, shut your mouth if she gets aggressive, and I will not take any more of this shit. You're either becoming nice or we're divorcing, and 99% you will divorce. But again, before you do that, maybe you want to protect some assets. Maybe you can discuss with your solicitor and see whether you can protect something before you do this move, and most likely end up in divorce. So can you save anything? If you can't, you just don't have a choice. Just divorce and start life from scratch. It's better rather than living that way and getting depressed and stressed every single day of your life. So yeah, and then when you become single, or if she, for whatever reason, because you have 2 or 3 kids, starts biting her lip and starts getting a little bit agreeable, that makes it easier for you, and you see, okay, I can maybe live with that, and see whether she will improve more. Then obviously, what I wanted to say, I lost my thought. You still want to see, like, even though she gets better, maybe there is a way how to save some, if you have anything, some kind of like properties or money or whatever, in case something will not work in the long run, that you would be prepared. It's better to be prepared than not prepared. But if you divorce and stay single, learn to speak out, uphold your values, basically, with anybody, with your friends, and speak clearly about your values, what you expect, what do you mean. So I'll go now and say, here's what it is, here's who I am, this is what I will tolerate. No. If your friend starts pushing too far, say to him, look, this is not the right way. I don't like it. Who cares? Some people, they think you are friends, but really they're not. You are a convenient friend. Yeah, maybe you give lifts, maybe you have money, whatever. Maybe you are a friend of convenience, right? So yeah, learn that, and when you meet another woman, you will be different. You will already been practicing standing your ground every day with people around you. And when you meet a wrong woman, she will not fit your frame, because you will tell her where to go. Do you see the difference? When you settled in your frame, nobody will move that, change anything. But when you don't have a frame, you think you have a frame, but you haven't practiced it with your friends, anybody. You simply upholding your mouth all the time. It's like under your skin. It's just part of you. You can't change yourself because that's who you are. Then that's it. You don't have fear. I can meet anybody. It doesn't matter. She simply will not last long if she doesn't uphold my frame. And that's what it is. But I practice that. It's part of me. It's who I am. I decided when I was 26 to be myself, that I would not need to think what I said yesterday or how I behaved last week. So I'm predictable in my behavior because I live who I am, true to myself. That's what you need to do. If you're single, that's what you need to start learning to do. Set your values and live by them. And once you settle in them, nobody will move the boundaries. It doesn't matter. You must stand for it, and regardless of consequences. So yeah. So that's all I wanted to say, that you don't have a choice. Divorce. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Gather information. If you have any assets, money, can you protect them before you move? Do the move, like telling her where to go, or tell her to bite her lip. If she beats you physically, that's it. It's over. It's game over. Just divorce her, and that's it. Tell her, whatever you want to tell. If she submits, less likely. I haven't seen, if a woman that stupid that beats you up, it's finished. Just move on in life, and that's it. And do what I say. Learn, practice, and when you become stronger in your frame, then you will be successful. Nobody will abuse you, because if they don't uphold your frame, they out, and that's it. Good luck.